We're switching out the beach wheel from the small trailer to the big trailer. We've got gale force winds. What are they? 40 knots with gusts to who knows what, maybe 60, 70 knots.
Yep, gale winds come in on Monday and Tuesday.
So if this doesn't work, then I'll have to go to town and get the hardware that we need, because we just realized that the trailer tongues, this trailer's obviously bigger, probably by an inch, 2 inches, like this wide, and
we don't have the hardware.
we don't, but we're gonna see if we can use this hardware to make it work. And then that's only half the battle. Then the other battle is we just put on our we got a 12,000 pound Warren winch with 2 snatch blocks. So we're gonna see if we can get it pulled out of the water. But without the wheel, we're kind of stuck.
It's a no-go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what we can do to make this work.
Yeah, hopefully we can make it happen today. If not, then I'll have to go to town while the storm blows over, which is going to be like two days, a day and a half maybe, and then we should be going back to normal winds, which in the wintertime is like 15 to 20 knots. In the summertime it's like 10 knots or less, like light winds. So
let's see, not only do we have 40 knots, 8-foot seas, gale force winds coming, and we also have freezing spray in the forecast. So a couple things against us.
yeah, so we definitely don't want the boat flopping around out there, and so that's why we're here today. Well, hello to you, my friend.
Maybe it goes on the side.
Either way, it's got to go lower down. Just a little bit. You want to try lowering it just a little bit? All right, so with the washers, I think it's going to work. And then we can get some different hardware when we get to town. Here, let's flip it over here. As you can see, these bolts are a lot thinner, and see how wide the holes are. So when we get to town, we'll get thicker bolts that originally came with this, but that are wide enough to fit this new trailer, if that makes sense.
So hopefully this will just be a quick fix for today. Pull her up and then get some more hardware.
Getting close.
I think that'll work for today.
Yeah, that'll work for today for sure. Okay, there you go, it's on there.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So for us, going to the hardware store isn't just a quick trip. We gotta get in the boat. It's about 40 minutes today because the water's nice and calm. And then tie up at the harbor, jump in the boat, go to the hardware store, come back to the harbor, jump back in the boat, another 40 minutes. So simple and easy parts cost us a lot of money. So
If we forget them.
If we forget them. So I'm glad this worked out for us.
All right, so we're gonna head over and get the boat, bring it over to this side. We're gonna tie it up on our out haul. Then we're gonna drive the trailer down and hopefully get this thing loaded on and get it up on the beach. Cross your fingers.
I'm excited to give it a go after all this time.
We'll see, yeah. You're the only one, too. You did it. This kayak leans back a little bit. We got the boat over on the other side of the spit. This being the spit right here. Now we got to get off, get it hooked up to our outhaul, pull it out a little bit, back the trailer down. Let's see if this works. All right, so we've got everything. We've got the winch hooked up to it. We're gonna see if we can push the trailer down and use gravity, or if we're gonna have to go down and help it with the tractor. Hopefully we can just use gravity, but there's some big rocks down there that may stop us. So we shall see.
Lots of momentum to keep it going. Give me more momentum.
It's as fast as it goes. Some of our friends that have a cabin out here also came out for a while, and that was them leaving before the big storm. We did it.
Not without some mishaps.
My wife slipped and fell on the on the cursed seaweed.
On the cursed seaweed.
And hurt her knee. But we got it up.
It didn't go smooth.
It didn't go smooth, so I'm glad it was a calm day for the first go. We definitely need some larger chalk blocks because these, when it's down there on the bottom, it just rolls right over them. So at the mine, the haul trucks have these huge, like 20, maybe 30 pound chalk blocks. I mean, they're like 1 foot by 1 foot with a big curve on it. So we'll probably get 2 of those. And that will hold it. If it holds a haul truck, it'll hold this boat.
And we probably need to, I don't know.
So we used an old winch cable and doubled up on it. So what was happening was when the tractor was in the loose gravel, it just started pulling the tractor down. So we got an old winch cable and connected it to make it longer. Took the tractor up into the woods, and then I've got a yellow tree hugger, like a big, like one that's in the front, going around a tree, and then the backhoe's connected to that. And that eliminated any slippage. So the tractor was like, I'm here now. And then from there on out, it was just a slow going process of pulling it up. It would be nice to be able to use the snatch blocks, but we're going to have to figure out a good system on how to do that. We used it once, but then there's a time that the snatch blocks are too, the cables are too long. So maybe add another snatch block. I don't know. We'll work on it and figure it out. But the good news is it's definitely possible. We can get our boat out of the water.
We just need to get out some minor kinks.
And just work out the minor kinks. And sorry we didn't film everything, but it was we're like 15 minutes from dusk right now, and we were like, let's just go get it done.
Yeah, so it's possible.
Definitely possible. We're super excited. All right, so then tonight we're supposed to be getting 40 knots, so we'll wake up tomorrow and see what actually comes.
Yep, and then Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday we have our north gales. So we'll take you to the other side and watch those waves come in. They could be pretty big over there on the
north. Yeah. So Lynn Canal was just a little ways from us. They're Monday and Tuesday. They're calling for 20 foot waves. So yeah, it's definitely going to be I feel bad because that's where I worked at. The mine was up there. And I came home I almost came home on it was like blowing 80 miles an hour, and it was like 17-foot waves, and it was a 63 foot boat, but we didn't make it. We turned around and came back to the mine because it was not a pleasant ride. The captain came on at the very end and said, if you didn't get seasick
you guys are
during this, then you're probably never going to get seasick. Well, so yesterday my wife, when we were pulling the boat up, my wife slipped on some seaweed and she sprained her knee, and she couldn't hardly put any weight on it yesterday, and she put a brace on and she can put a little weight on it today. So she had to go back into town in 5 days anyways to help her mom. So it's just a few days early. That's just 5 days I don't get to spend with her though. So I gotta get some water, get ready. We're dropping into some high teens, low 20s for the next 2 days, and then we're shooting back up into the 30s. So just doing a little prep work before it gets too cold. Well, I think we're going to end the video right there. The good news is my wife went to the doctor. She didn't tear anything. Her meniscus was fine. They just said 2 weeks of rest, and they put her in a little knee brace. So she is going to be just fine. Just needs a little time to recover. But me and the dogs are going to be out here for a while, so we're just trying to get everything locked down. So we shall see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Remember, live free. We'll see you next week.